Let's get a wider picture of the world trade, where artificial intelligence is expected to contribute some 40% to the global trade by the year 2040, and that's according to the latest World Trade Report released earlier on Wednesday. The World Trade Organization says, however, that there is a need to avoid the mistakes of globalization of the past 4 to 5 decades. The WTO Director General, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, says the new report was released amidst some of the world disruptions to global trade. Let's listen.
This new report comes amid the worst disruptions the global trading system has experienced in 80 years. Yet, amid the risks to trade, growth, and development prospects, there are bright spots, and one of them is the potential of artificial intelligence. AI is already reshaping our economies and our societies. Though not without risks of its own, AI has the capacity to transform the ways we produce, consume, and trade. But one important question is whether AI will lift opportunities for all, or whether it will deepen existing inequalities and exclusion. This is the central question posed by this new report, entitled Making Trade and AI Work Together to the Benefit of All. The report builds on earlier WTO research, last year's World Trade Report on Trade and Inclusive Growth, and our first dedicated study of AI and trade, released in late 2024, called Trading with Intelligence. The new report moves the conversation forward by placing socioeconomic inclusion at the heart of the analysis on AI and trade. In fact, it brings new data and tools, in particular fresh simulations quantifying AI's potential impact on trade and GDP, together with a joint WTO ICC business survey. And I want to thank ICC Philippe Varin, who may be here in the room, and John Denton for excellent partnership and collaboration on this. Now, what do the findings tell us? First, AI holds major promise to boost trade by lowering trade costs and reshaping the production of goods and services. WTO simulations suggest that by 2040, AI could increase exports of goods and services by nearly 40% above current trends. 40 by 40. That's how I remember it. One key finding from our survey is that the private sector is already seeing tangible trade-related benefits from AI uptake. 90% of firms using AI report improved efficiency in managing risks, trade risks, or compliance with border procedures. Second, the gains from AI will not automatically be widely shared between and within economies. Our simulations show that without substantial improvements in digital infrastructure and AI uptake, low-income economies would see a modest 8% real income growth from AI, while high-income economies register double-digit increases. But narrowing digital and AI divides could almost double the GDP gains for low-income economies to 15% without substantially changing growth prospects in higher-income economies. In other words, inclusiveness is possible, and win-win scenarios are on the table, but it all requires deliberate action. Turning to what all of this means for trade policy and the WTO, let me start with a cautionary note. Within societies, AI could upend labor markets, transforming some jobs whilst displacing others. Managing these shifts demands investment in domestic policies to enhance education, skills, retraining, and social safety nets. The ongoing political backlash against trade has much to do with underinvestment in such areas during these past 3 or 4 decades of globalization. We cannot afford to repeat this mistake with AI. Looking ahead, trade could be a powerful enabler of an inclusive AI transformation. Trade encourages knowledge to spread, opens new pathways for development, and provides access to key inputs, including cheaper green energy. WTO rules already support global AI value chains. The Information Technology Agreement removes customs duties on over $3 trillion worth of annual trade in high-tech products, including critical products in the AI supply chain. Our services rules facilitate AI-related services trade. The Agreement on Technical Barriers to Trade promotes regulatory coherence, and our intellectual property rules in the TRIPS Agreement foster technological innovation and diffusion. The WTO also provides a forum where members can discuss AI-related trade measures. In fact, the Work Program on E-commerce recently had a meeting on AI and inclusiveness. We are also scaling up technical assistance, working with the World Bank to upgrade hard and soft infrastructure for digital trade in Africa. The Women Exporters in the Digital Economy Fund is empowering women-led firms to make the most of digital trade opportunities.